Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Todd and Erin Daily Stream.
This is the coolest thing ever. I'm dying. Explain this, because this is so cool. Seriously.
Airbnb. Don't stay at a hotel. Stay at someone's house. Stay in their basement. Stay in an apartment.
They had exotic places where you could rent their backyard to sleep in a tent.
Beijing.
Beijing. I love China. I would go there.
You can't. You don't have a, because of that thing.
You know, one felony and all of a sudden it's like, ooh, okay, no papers. Go on.
Beijing, they're working with their tourist development committee, and here is the prize if you win. I don't even need this.
Tell me.
You get 4 people. First of all, I want everybody to picture the Great China Wall.
The Great Wall of China, yes.
Up and down mountains, up and down mountains.
The most incredible architectural feat of like, not even modern history, like, of all time. It was amazing.
It's still standing. And every time it came up on a peak, they would build
the watchtowers.
A watchtower.
Sure.
And so you would walk through the watchtower, you'd look out and watch. They have turned it into a luxury 2-bedroom hotel, basically.
And it's exquisite.
3 meals a day.
We'll have some pictures up on Facebook if you want to go take a look on the Todd and Erin page, but it is to die for.
Three meals a day, each representing the different cultures and the different eras of China and the way it changed over the, what is it? Centuries?
And it's a massively huge country with so many diverse influences. I mean, I can't even imagine the food. But what else?
I'm going back to it.
So you're spending the night in this beautiful bed, you're looking at the stars going, I'm in the freaking Great Wall of China.
On the Great Wall of China.
But wait, there's more at no cost to you.
All right, so they will fly you from any place in the world to get there. You'll stay at a regular hotel just to get your,
Like, man.
And then they'll take you to the place. Would you like to read any of that for me? Did I mention?
While you feast, a traditional Chinese concert will be performed exclusively for you and your guests. But wait, you wake up the next morning and...
You take a hike with a historian. And you walk along and he tells you how it was built, why it was built. Who were the people that were there?
The myriad of battles and the wars that were fought with the rest of the world, and it was part of this. I mean,
calligraphy. They'll give you a famous class.
And you sit there with parchment and the perfect pens with an expert.
Say parchment again.
Parchment.
It sounds so unbelievable.
Right now, I'm just like I'm like wiggling like a trout on a riverbank, but trying to look really calm from here.
August 11th at 11:59.
That is the deadline?
That is the start.
No, the contest is open until August 11th, and then they're picking a winner on August 13th. So they're like,
oh my gosh, it's only like...
Yeah, how many people do they have to sort through the admissions? Because there's like going to be a bazillion 9, right?
They're going to go like this.
Maybe, I don't know. But it's very simple.
You have to be ready to go.
So basically, you log into your Airbnb account, fill out some information about yourself, and get ready to answer the questions. Why is it more important now than ever to break down barriers between cultures? Which is, I could write a book on that. How would you want to build new connections? Share your own story on why you deserve this magical night. Now, the contest is open until August 11th at midnight. The winners are notified like 2 days later. And then you have 24 hours to accept the offer.
They say you got to watch your email because it's going to go, doom, you got it. You want it?
You need to be over 21, have a valid passport, and enter. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Erin.
I would die for this.
Hey, Erin, where do you spend the weekend?
Well, we were thinking about Costco.
Right.
And working on building up our food storage. But instead we said, you know what we should do, honey?
We should.
Go to the Great Wall of China.
Holy mackerel. Can you even imagine?
You would not die.
There's not enough room on your camera for that many pictures.
This is all I'm dreaming of now. This is like that one that they had in Australia where you got to live there for 6 months by the Great Barrier Reef and blog about it and do photos about your experience.
We both wanted to do it, and we didn't care if only one person went. It was that good.
But this is so incredible. Okay, I'm seriously, I'm signing into our account tonight, and I'm going to answer the questions. We're going to be good. We're going to be like
now let's go from that.
Okay. I don't know if I can.
You got to.
That is the coolest thing ever. I want it. I need it.
I know.
Take a look at the pictures on our Facebook page. You will. It's this unimaginable. Okay.
Okay, so The other thing we want to talk about, and this has been covered by all major news sources in town.
Because they checked. Because you want to.
Because they checked.
When you're talking about charity especially, you want to be very certain about what you're discussing.
A lot of people want to make sure that when they give money, that it's going to the right place.
Exactly.
And that it's not all used up by salaries and
Administrative fees.
Stuff like that. So what was the event?
Well, it's Taste of the Wasatch. Now, this has been up at the Solitude Mountain Resort for 19 years of collaboration. This is a really cool thing.
Right.
And basically, if you've never been before, it was this last weekend, and different chefs and different restaurants come, and they bring all their food, and they put out these beautiful, meals and plates.
Breweries are there as well.
And it's incredible, and you buy a super spendy ticket.
How much? They're
and they
really
even tell you
expensive, aren't
they're
they?
spendy, but it's for charity, and they even tell you what percentage is tax deductible because that's what's going to the charity.
And what was the charity?
Utahns Against Hunger. Now this is a big deal, and they were promised $50,000 last year. They had been involved, and they said $50,000. They're like, thank you, because our budget is so tight this year, and we're just waiting. And
now,
so,
may I say,
yes,
if I was them, and someone said you're going to get $50,000. And I'm going to say, okay, what we need is a bigger cooler. We can keep more vegetables for people, or we can keep meat products and stuff colder. So I'm looking online, and I'm going, how much does a big cooler cost? $50,000.
I know, you start letting yourself dream a little, like we could, accommodate this many more clients and help them.
It's like a tax return.
It's a big deal. Well, so the last event, of course, last summer, and they'd waited and said, hey, the money, we're waiting for it. And then in January, which is 4 or 5 months later, they were told by the event director that there isn't any money. We don't have anything for you.
How much did they?
They were promised $50,000.
How much did the festival make?
Well, here's the deal. It's a little confusing. If you take a look at, because they have to release records if it's a nonprofit.
Nonprofit,
and the people who run this have a nonprofit that puts this out.
Right.
Their financial records show that last year's event brought in more than $100,000.
Okay. Part of that tax-free.
And none of, it would all be tax-free because they're a nonprofit.
Right.
And then they said that their operating costs and expenditures were over $210,000, and so they just didn't have any money.
So they made $100,000, $250,000 it cost to put on a.
Now, I'm telling you right now, we've done charity events for how many bazillions of years?
20 plus.
Nothing costs $210,000 to put on no event. Not if you're a nonprofit, if you're a charity.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people donate their time. A lot of people, I'm sure the restaurants are really happy to be there.
But they donate their time and their food and all these things to be there as well.
So
basically, after hearing this, and they had been doing the big event again last weekend, and Utahns Against Hunger found out their name was still on everything. And they went, we're out of this. We pulled out. You promised us money. There's nothing. They could barely keep their doors open, Utahns Against Hunger, because they had kind of planned against this money.
Wow.
So at this point, it's kind of a random thing, because the head, Cornea, who's the head of Utahns Against Hunger, says, look, I do hope the weekend is successful, but the chefs and the locals really need to understand where the money is going.
Right.
Where the money they donated is actually going, because we haven't seen any of it.
Wow.
That's a big deal.
And everyone in town knows. All the people did the research and found this all out because it's public, like you said.
Oh, no. Salt Lake Trib busted it out, and every event's covered it since. But it's just, that's...
How do you think you thought you'd get away with that? And who is in charge of the budget? Spending $250,000 when you know
210.
You basically know what your take is going to be at the door. Well, that's just sad.
I'm trying to think of the legality, because if they say this percentage of your ticket is tax deductible, that means it has to go to a charity. But I guess since they're a nonprofit, the organization that puts this on, which is called Three Squares, I guess the money can go to them, and they're still not in violation of IRS law.
Whatever. They're going to hell.
Wow.
And a handbasket.
Wow.
Are we doing this right here?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay, I think we should. We talked about this last week, didn't we? Mm-hmm. We talked about the fact that in the city, also Rose Park, also other cities
Well, Salt Lake City does
well.
this, and I know that a lot of the other cities do it too. I know up in Davis County, there's some cities do it where basically there's a time, they tell you your time, you pile out all your trash in your neighborhood, and there's backhoes,
in the gutter,
and people come and get it and take it away,
Look,
which is a great way to clean.
And Rose Park, and Salt Lake City, and everywhere in Salt Lake City. And you pile your stuff out, and we would pile our stuff out, and everybody went, let's just pile in the Todd stuff.
So we just, in front of our house was a gigantic trash heap, and we were
But-
good with it. But you
but-
clean up the neighborhood?
Right, and the gleaners come by and they go, we'll take that lawnmower, we'll take the
Yeah,
baby
they
chair.
refurbish stuff, or
And
it's
so
a great thing.
It is a great thing. And it looks bad for a week.
So why I
It
don't
looks
understand
bad
the
for-
logic of...
There must have been enough complaints that they said, we're tired of seeing, a mattress by the side of our road in our neighborhood.
But this
And
way...
then followed by, get off my lawn.
But this way doesn't make any sense. It's not cost effective, and it's incredibly time consuming.
Call you haul is the new method they're trying this
Call
year.
to haul.
And what they basically do is you call them, you tell them your address, and then you set up a time, and they come up
And you put all your crap out. Now,
and then boom, they're there.
now here's the problem. Everybody else has now been trained after how many decades of doing this? Oh, it's neighborhood trash. And so they put out their stuff too, except for there's one small problem. Now the whole neighborhood's coated in trash, and they just found out that this plan is 3 months behind. 3 months.
3 months.
And gee, I wonder why.
I wonder why. Because you're sending out a dump truck with a claw machine to go out and pick up the trash, put it in the car. And now you have to do it individually as opposed to go up and go like a trash collection.
That makes no logical sense.
It doesn't, and it didn't work.
Well, the funny thing about it, though, is that and now you're just like, well, everyone take your trash back in, because it's like, no, that's like putting toothpaste back in the tube. You can't. I'm not going to go out and get my rain-soaked mattress and, broken playset and then haul them back into my house. It's not happening.
It's like stuffing a marshmallow into a piggy bank.
Pretty much, yeah, it's not happening. It's not. All right, so coming up next, we've been doing the Pinterest life hacks quiz, and one of these,
Let's not tell them exactly what it is.
Can I talk about the substance?
Yes.
Coca-Cola. Apparently, it is a sacred substance that can fix everything.
Everything.
So we're going to find out next.
The Todd and Erin Daily Stream is brought to you by Magic Wash, home of the ultra-durable ceramic car wash to keep your car looking clean and pretty for longer. 2 locations in Layton and South Ogden. And also by New Millennium Group, financial advisors to help you grow into financial security. Go to utahsfinancialplanner.com for a free Social Security optimization report.
All right, we're walking down the hallway there's a creepy hallway, I gotta admit. Erin, dear.
What's the creepy voice for?
I don't know. Erin is doing laundry.
I've never felt more like a woman.
That doesn't say much for me. So we're
right.
doing the Coca-Cola Urban Legends.
Yeah, this is all the stuff you find on Pinterest with your life hacks. And one of the big ones is that Coca-Cola can take out bloodstains. Now, fortunately, I was stupid enough today to actually cut my finger. This is the 3rd wrapping. So there was plenty of time to saturate said cloth, as you can see, with, blood. So what I did is I had actually soaked this. I'll do a little more for visual effect. But I soaked this in Coca-Cola for about 4 hours.
Okay.
Now, so this is like the pre-treating the stain.
I don't know why she poses like that when she does this.
I don't know, I feel kind of creepy.
Although, I will admit that I don't know which one is the washer or dryer, much like Erin stumbling into the kitchen on accident. So now what happens?
So now we're going to throw it in.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it on white. And they say to actually wash it in warm instead of hot or cold for this one.
Right.
So we'll start it, and then we'll see how it turns out in
Right.
1 hour and 1 minute.
All right. I am on the edge of my seat, and I'm standing. How's that for you? That's kind of creepy, wasn't it? I apologize. Okay, it's 10 o'clock at night. Erin says it's done. Let's go take a look. I know, creepy hallway.
Our hallway isn't creepy. Do you think there's something wrong with me that emptying the lint trap gives me like huge satisfaction? Like seriously, it's like the first thing I do as soon as I open the dryer door. It's just like,
Right.
look, there's lint, and I know it's deeply twisted. I don't know, but it gives me such satisfaction.
Can we get down to it, please?
Fine. Okay, so there was the bloody hand, which was wrapped in the bloody
Let me see that.
washcloth.
There.
We all saw the spots, and so we had put some Coca-Cola on the spots,
Okay.
like spot treatment to soak it.
All right.
And it is out of the dryer.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'd do better with spray and wash.
Excuse me.
That's
Excuse
why I
me.
told it, but it's...
Excuse me. Excuse me. Before, it looked like a CSI
It
episode.
was like a crime scene.
Look at, but
My washcloth was a crime scene.
I don't think you could get DNA off that.
You sound very interested in that. That makes me nervous. I suppose I just thought it would be...
All right, 1 out of 10.
Since I could do better with spray and wash, I'm going 3.
3.
Yeah, what do you think?
So, in other words, if you're out of spray and wash, use Coca-Cola.
There's always Coca-Cola.
All right.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm really tired, so I'm just going to back my way slowly.
All right, another meh life hack with Coca-Cola.
All right. Creepy hallway.
The Todd and Erin Daily Stream is brought to you by PC Laptops, with desktops and laptops starting as low as $7.99 with a lifetime parts and service warranty. They fix phones too. Go to PCLaptops.com. And by Brio Technologies. They rent, sell, and install audiovisual components, including professional sound, lighting, video, and intercom systems, components, projectors, interactive whiteboards, and classroom audio systems. Just go to BrioAudiovisual.com.
Well, there you go. Another urban legend addressed.
So happy that I could contribute. Still bleeding through my bandage.
You're
too.
doing
It's sticking me off.
You're doing so well, though.
I'm such a moron.
All right, so tell me something good.
You ready for this?
Yes,
Brought
I
to you
am.
by PC Laptops. Their laptops and their desktops start as low as $7.99 with a lifetime service and parts guarantee. Pretty cool. All right, this is like my ultimate nightmare as a hostess, and I think probably yours too, where like you've got everything set up,
Right.
You've got a nice thing, you've cleaned the house, you've got food and everything, and nobody comes to your party.
Why was that?
That's like the worst nightmare ever. Well, it's never happened, but
Are you a terrible cook?
no, but I'm always dreading that I would throw a party and no one would come.
Our
It's like,
people know us. They would show.
well, yeah.
But why
More out
this?
of pity. Well, this is Dave High, and God bless this man. He's run a health food store for 35 years. A little shop in the mall, you know, essential oils and organic stuff. And
Right.
he was very excited. So for the 35th anniversary, he put out all of these cupcakes and snacks, and he had all the little sweet, cheesy banners that he put up, and it was very exciting. Well, no one showed up. I mean, literally, like in a regular business day, he would get like, 50 to 100, 150 people. Nobody had stepped foot in his store.
I would be crushed.
And Kayla Jackson, her husband, is a security guard at the mall, so she was dropping by getting him lunch, and she stopped inside and saw this poor man. And he goes, nobody came.
Oh.
It's like, this is killing me inside just even reading this.
Oh.
Nobody came. It's our 35th anniversary. It's like a special day.
You know,
Nobody's
if
here.
it was the piercing height, you'd totally understand.
Totally.
The kiosk there, yeah.
So here's where Kayla becomes awesome. She pulled out her phone and did a Twitter post going, this is Dave, he owns Sunrise Health. It was 35th anniversary and nobody showed up. Can we get him some recognition? So everyone was like, I would totally share this in a heartbeat.
would too.
You would too.
I would too.
So within a matter of hours, everyone was shared across social media. People started flooding the store. It turned out to be the biggest day
Cupcakes.
of, that he'd ever had. But the thing that's so sweet though is that Dave admitted, I'm not very aware of how social media works. I don't even own a cell phone, which, let's be honest here, could be part of your problem, Dave.
Right.
But this is adorable. Kayla said, well, I actually am a social media manager, so she's taking his store on for free.
That's so
I'm
funny.
sorry, there's just something so poignant to me about, like, you know what it's like. It's like, nobody came to your party.
Right.
Nobody came. It's like to die.
Well, and speaking of no phone, I'm going to say that. Speaking of no phone, there is Uber, right?
Yes, of course.
Go through the process. What do?
You log onto your app.
First
you
of all,
click it in.
you're approved. You have to be approved.
For Uber?
Yeah.
To be a driver or to be a person?
Person to pick up, because if you're nasty, everybody votes against you.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
this
don't
is
get.
true also, yeah.
It's like the thing.
This is why we always tip really well.
This is right. So we're talking Pennsylvania, and Timothy
Hochstetter.
Is a guy who raises barns. He raises barns. He builds things. And the important thing is that you need to know is he doesn't use electricity.
What do you mean?
He's Amish.
Oh, well, that's lovely. Timothy is Amish. That's lovely.
He's Amish in Pennsylvania. And so let's say you
natural.
come out of a restaurant, you need a ride. What do?
Wait, he's an Uber driver?
And he doesn't have a cell phone. Actually, he's not with Uber. He does his own thing. He's a freelancer. And so basically what you do is
So he's got a horse and buggy?
he's got a horse and buggy. The only electricity they do use is for tail lights.
That would be important.
Because they go down the road and you have to go around them because it's a horse and buggy.
Because nobody wants to run into the back of a horse and buggy.
And he goes, everyone is so happy. My horse is happy. They're happy. It's like he's got some... Oh, and you have to flag him down.
Timothy!
Come on over.
Here.
I need a ride.
That is so adorable.
I just think it's so funny. And he trots him around the town. The town is called Colon. Who came up with that?
And Timothy's so sweet. He goes, my horse loves people. He's a Morgan. Morgans just love people.
Oh
They're
my
people
gosh.
horses.
They're huge.
They're freaking gigantic.
Draft horses.
$5 you get a ride.
Yeah.
And he goes, I don't think there's an Uber down here, so it's pretty cool that I'm like, they're basically their only service. I sounded like I was from Minnesota. I'm not clear why, but
I'm not sure either.
in Colon,
So
the Colon people have given me a few options, like, would you give me a ride to Curly's? Could you give me a ride to my house? And I said, I would be happy to do that for $5.
and that's what he does.
So he drives the town of Colon.
So if you want to check out Colon, all you have to do is flag him down, and he will help you, Timothy. And do call him Timothy. Don't call him Tim. Amish, Timothy. It makes sense, doesn't it?
Don't forget to like and share the show today. We're going to be drawing a winner for dinner for 4 at Christopher's Prime Steakhouse this Friday. We would love it to be you. And we will select from someone who has liked and shared the show this week.
You know, this is one of the moments in a show that I'm not sure I should say what I'm thinking.
It's almost always like that with you, honey.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm so sorry.
The word colon does just really open up the broadness of your possibilities.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, so instead of saying what I'm thinking right now, can you see the steam coming out of my ears? We're going to say, hey, we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. And yeah, don't forget, like and share.
Todd and Erin, daily stream, can I tell you? Okay.
They're going to anyway.
All right.
You are so sad. I can't believe I'm married to you.
Sad but funny. But you'll never know. I could have told her the recipe for mac and cheese, but I didn't. Anyway, you guys have a good day. Oh, I wish I could say that out
You're
loud.
such a dork.
Oh, it just
Really?
drives me crazy. See ya.